The Major League Baseball winter meetings are underway. Jays fans are really getting excited. Rumors keep swirling. The team's pursuing two-time MVP, three-time All-Star Shohei Ohtani, who is currently on the Angels.
Yeah, so joining us live now to talk about this exciting potential development, along with other off-season Jays news, our hosts of Blue Jays Today podcast, Adam Peddle and Nicholas Paleolog. Guys, thanks so much for coming back again. We loved you so much. Round two. Here we go.
It's our pleasure.
Pressure's on.
Exactly.
Well,
so
the first time that we were here, let me tell you, we were down. We were down bad.
You were.
We were
Right.
down bad. We were
Yes.
sad.
Yeah.
And we were scared. And I am happy to report that we are all the way back. We are all the way back
recovered.
right now.
Yeah. Okay,
yeah, we're there.
For now, at least.
And
We're
is it-
hoping.
Because we're in a conversation, nothing is a sure thing, but Adam, it seems the Jays are in the conversation, in the competition for Shohei Ohtani. That's remarkable.
Yeah, it's insane. I never thought that at this point we'd be even talking about this. I thought, okay, maybe we settle for a couple more replacement bats. You know, we lost a few in this offseason. Maybe we just get a few more and, kick the can again, try it again. Yeah. But now that we're in the conversation for the biggest player probably in the last 100 years, this is definitely one of these turning moments in the Blue Jays franchise. Absolutely.
Yeah, and Nicholas, that comes with a huge price tag. Maybe we can get into that. But, I mean, this all started from a New York Post sports reporter tweeting, hey, Ohtani is kind of sweet on Toronto. So for people who don't know about Shohei Ohtani, I mean, this guy is a hitter, a pitcher. Talk about his appeal and what that would mean for the Blue Jays if he did come.
Wow, I could be here forever talking about this guy, but it's almost even bigger than the Toronto Blue Jays for what he means, because he's incredible on the field, right? 2 MVPs in the last 3 years, right? They're just the best player by far, but he is also an icon, and he's becoming an international star. Like, what this would mean for the Jays, for Toronto, but also for Canada and Canadian baseball. I mean, maybe it's a bit of an exaggeration, but I might even go so far to say that if they were to follow through with this, if they were to actually sign this guy, this immediately becomes a top 5 moment in Canadian sports history. Like, that is how big this is if they were to bring him to the Toronto Blue Jays.
I think that's a fair assessment, Nicholas, but let's talk about the price, because Rogers has been sort of tight with the purse strings over the last several years, particularly in the post-Alex Anthopoulos era here. The estimates are $550 million over 10 years. That is colossal money. Could you believe the Jays or Rogers thinking about spending that?
Well, absolutely. You got to think of it as a business, right? You got to think of it as an investment, because Shohei Ohtani, if you're spending $550 million, like you're saying, I've even heard up to $600 million. But what you're hearing is that Ohtani is going to bring back an investment to the Jays. You're going to fill the seats almost every single game. I would be shocked if you didn't, right? You're going to bring over an entire new market, right? Him in Japan, when he was in the World Baseball Classic, there was a report that about 90% of TVs were on when he was in the World Baseball Classic.
Wow.
That is a huge market that you are now bringing over here to Toronto. So for me, from a Rogers standpoint, I don't see this as a burden. I see this as a potential to grow your team and the city and like the baseball of Canadian baseball as a whole by bringing Ohtani over.
So we know Ohtani is obviously the big catch here, but Nicholas, are there any other players that could really boost the team that you're looking at?
Absolutely. I mean, the big trade talk right now is Juan Soto, and he is a star over there on the San Diego Padres. He was traded a year prior, had another amazing year, but the San Diego Padres, they just kind of underachieved as a whole, and now there's a lot of rumors. Now, we are going to need to outbid the New York Yankees if we are to do that. We know that that can be very, very difficult, but oh, wouldn't it be so sweet if we could just sneak in there and steal them away from those guys and bring them to Toronto for 1 year.
Well, can you imagine? That would be great. Nicholas, Adam, we could talk about this all day. Appreciate this. We'll look forward to hearing more on your podcast, Blue Jays Today. Thanks for coming in again today in much better moods than last time around. Good to chat with you both.
Thanks so much.
Thank you, guys.
Appreciate it.